sit at the cutting edge of modern engineering and marine design, this was a tug built to last. Well, 100 years on, the steam tug Lyttelton is still plying the waters around Banks Peninsula, but there's now concern the tug will outlast those with the skills to sail her. John Selwood with this.
Midships.
Like her crew, the Tug Lyttelton is among the last of her line, part of the bygone age of steam.
Midships.
Thank you. Steady she goes.
Steady she goes.
She's one of the last of the steam vessels in the world. She is 4 years older than the Titanic, and as we say, she's in far better condition. When it goes, there will be another, there probably won't be one like it.
The Lyttelton belongs to a time when steam power set the pace, and a top speed of 11 knots at 100 RPM was near the pinnacle of technological achievement. She combines both function and form, and you don't have to be a steam buff to stand in awe of her lines.
We call this ship a lady, you know.
And you have to treat it gently.
Yeah, exactly, as you treat a lady.
Retired from service in 1970 and converted to a passenger vessel, the tug has sailed these waters for 50 years. Among her better-known escorts, the Antarctic explorers like Shackleton aboard the Nimrod, which departed New Zealand in 1908. 2 years later, the Lyttelton accompanied Captain Scott and his crew aboard the Terra Nova at the start of their ill-fated journey to Antarctica. Scott would have heard the same pounding engines, the same rasp and hiss of steam. The Tug Lyttelton is a link to the past. OK, well, time to head below. Listen to that noise, isn't it wonderful? To the beating heart of this vessel, and any ship that's 100 years old, of course, you're talking steam. Wow. Hey, John, this is superb. This is beautiful. 100 years old.
Yes, it's a true example of true Scottish marine engineering.
Yep.
100 years old, and it still runs without a beat, without any trouble whatsoever.
So tell me, Bruce, what happens if something breaks and you need a spare part?
In this particular job, you fabricate it.
Yeah, you make it.
You don't go to a shop and pick it off the shelf.
Of course, steam power requires manpower, and it's the stokers who shovel the coal that power the boilers that drive the engines. In cruise mode, the Lyttelton consumes around 1/3 of a tonne of coal an hour.
Before we're sailing, we usually warm it up the day before.
The day before?
Yes, because there's 30 tonne of water there, and it takes a long time to heat it up.
What's the secret of being a good stoker, then?
Oh, it's teamwork mainly.
Yeah?
There's usually two of us down here.
It's hard work, but there are benefits. They tell me you're actually known to cook your steaks in there.
Just put it on the shovel, wrap up with tin foil.
A bit of salt and pepper, of course.
Oh, well,
yeah.
A few herbs, so why not? And just stick it in there, hold it in there for about a couple of minutes, a minute, depending on, and bring it out, and flip it over, put it back in there, bring it out, and it's better than the microwave. It's all sealed juices.
They're a happy crew, Alfie amongst the youngest. Most serving aboard the Lyttelton are retired seafarers now in their 70s, and that does present a problem. Maritime regulations require the tug carries a chief engineer with a steam ticket, a kind of skill set that's hard to find in the 21st century.
That's, I think, what's going to bring us to a stop eventually. Normally we sail between Christmas and New Year, but this year we couldn't because we had no engineers available.
There are hopes that a younger generation of seafarers will spend the time to train up. If not, Lyttelton's sailing days are bound to the longevity of her current crew.
She's the lady of the sea. And I don't know how long more she'll travel, but we're all getting older. I'm getting a bit old in the tooth myself.
You're nowhere near 100, Jimmy.